Seems that we are live.
That's sick, bruh. On jaw, cuh.
Let's get in the chat separated here. Okay. I'm all good, man. Take it away. I also got my Miami Heat hat hung on the wall next to me now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good, bro.
Oh, you got even more hung up now.
Well, it's the same stuff I've been having.
Is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna put up my Patrick Willis jersey and stuff. I just haven't finished it yet.
The P. Willie.
Yeah, the P Willie. It's an old jersey that has with my brothers. He gave it to me, but it was got messed up in the washer or something like that, and the numbers on the front part of it, I guess, a bunch of it peeled off, and I guess his wife used white nail polish to try to fix it to make it look fine. But
Acetone?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
nail
don't know.
polish remover?
No. Use nail polish.
Oh, a nail polish.
Yeah,
Okay.
straight up white nail polish on it to try to fix the numbers, and it looks decent. Like I could wear it still, but when you get closer, you can tell, blotches. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hang it up because the back's still perfectly fine. So I was like, oh, that's gonna be my jersey to hang up on the wall. Just hang it up by the front, so the back is shown.
Yeah. If I had more room, I'd obviously have more stuff up there, but
Yeah.
don't have any more room, so
Yeah, I gotta figure out how I want to organize it in here
maybe I'll
first.
maybe I'll rotate in some Niners jerseys.
Yeah.
Gotta show off the Bosa
Yep. I was
and
rocking
the
the
and the
Kittle.
Jerry.
I was rocking the Kittle one during the game, just sitting on the couch.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do for if we make it to the Super Bowl. Is all three jerseys up will be Niners jerseys. We'll take down the soccer and the basketball one.
Yeah.
Just have all the Niners.
Get the energy.
Heck yeah, bro.
Yes, sir. You good though, man?
Yep. 47 or
Yep.
57?
47.
47. Yeah.
47. Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 47 of Sonoran Sports Cards. Big NFL week for me and Mikey. And then we're gonna talk about that, what happened, and then obviously preview the championship games and have our picks for the Super Bowl. Probably too,
Yep.
because once we say who's gonna win the conference championships, that's kind of us telling you who we think is gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because that's how close we are,
That's
guys.
how
Two
that
more
works. Yeah.
2 more weeks of games. That's it. So all the teams left only have to win twice.
Yes, sir.
All right. Start first game was Jaguars Chiefs
Yes,
on
sir.
Saturday,
Yep.
and that was probably the best game of them all. I would say if you're just somebody that was just watching.
Um. Yeah, I think the game went exactly how I expected it to. Um. I feel like the score doesn't reflect how close it was, to be honest, because I think it was only close because Patrick Mahomes got injured, as I'm sure, I don't know if everyone knows or not, but he was actually hopping and jumping around and stuff on the field when he was playing after
Yeah,
he came back.
pretty early in the game too.
Yeah, it was. I think it was late in the second quarter. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Chad Henne was in there for a
yeah,
bit.
he ran a decent drive too. But yeah, it's. I think that was the only reason it was close. Because I think Patrick Mahomes early on was just completely carving apart their defense. So, game went how I expected it to, score wise, with him being injured.
Yeah, Travis Kelsey had a killer day.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my point, or my thought is, I just don't know how he's not doubled all the time, man. Especially with them not having Tyreek Hill anymore or anything. Like, who are you afraid that's going to beat you other than him?
Kadarius Tony's been making some
I don't
noise
know.
on that
I would just,
offense.
yeah. But if Kadarius Tony's the one that kills you, I say go for it. I'm going to
I
double
mean,
Travis Kelsey, I think, all the time. Is my
yeah,
move.
he's going to be the bigger target for sure. I mean, he's going to miss. If you ever have Travis Kelsey a one-on-one, it's going to be a mismatch in 80% of the scenarios. So,
Yeah. Both passing touchdowns Patty had went to him, I think. Well, at least he has two, but there was three
No,
push-ups a
I think
game.
who I
So
want. I think Chad Henne's was to Travis Kelsey.
the Marquez Valdez-Scantling got the other one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence, end of the road for him, but
yeah.
I mean, he did pretty good.
No, he played decent, man. Like I can't blame him.
Yeah, this is only his second season, so
I think this game was a perfect example of where the Jaguars stand power wise. Like they made it to the divisional round of the playoffs, but I think that that's where they stop because they've been like putting it together and playing a lot better as a team towards the last stretch of the season, which is why they made it this far. But I feel like right now their roster lacks the developed weapons enough to progress to that next level, which would have been the championship.
yeah, like Travis Etienne showed something
Yeah,
for sure. Kirk looked all right, but I mean, they're just missing in my mind a true number one receiving option. I know Kirk is paid like one, but let's be honest, he's not it. So
it was
him
a.
and Zay Jones do a really good job of combining to be kind of a one,
Mhm.
but I think they need to draft one or sign one. They should have some money, free agency money. So
No, they definitely should. But yeah, Christian
yeah, I
Kirk.
think the Jags are going to be good for a while because Trevor Lawrence is looks like him. So
Yeah, like Christian Kirk was a number two in Arizona, and I think that that's where he should stay is as a number two. I don't think he's a true number one at all.
yeah, I entirely agree.
So
Chiefs
I
won 27-20. I don't
I
think we said that actually.
no, yeah, we did in 27. No, I think I did early on 27-20. But
Okay.
I can see the Jaguars drafting like a high wide receiver, like try to get a new weapon for Trevor Lawrence. So
Either a wide receiver or just more weapons on defense because that's never a bad thing.
yeah, yes sir. But yeah, Titan or Jaguar or Chiefs over the Jaguars, and that's the Titans. Hello, Patrick
You got it eventually.
Mahomes. We'll get to that in a minute when we talk about the next games. But next up we
Bayou
have,
Kermit.
yeah. Next up we have the Giants at the Eagles. This was by far the worst game of the entire weekend.
Yeah, I
Giants just
mean,
don't
like,
belong there,
yeah, Giants are just totally outmatched,
and it
bro.
just
Like,
showed there. Like they got way for they should have lost. They're a wild card team. They shouldn't have been here to begin with.
look who their number one receiver is, and he's been that for a while, which is funny.
Richie James, yeah, and he was like,
Our special
if
teams
yeah,
player.
if anyone remembers, Richie James was our like Jawan Jennings that we have right now, except less so in the receiving game.
He was probably
Like,
our fourth option. Yeah.
yeah, he was like our fourth option. So, and he's their number one. If that says anything about how lacking they are at the receiver position.
Yeah, I think the Giants are an all right team for sure. Danny Dimes has looked really good
Yo, yeah,
compared to what people thought. People thought he was a turd.
he's been the second ranked PFF quarterback actually through week 10. I don't know if most people or after week 12.
Since
I think
yeah, okay.
he's been the number two ranked quarterback.
Yeah, so yeah, but they were just entirely outmatched. The Eagles were insane. Jalen Hurts looks like he's back doing things.
So
They had the running game going. They
the
ran
thing
for over 200 yards, which is
the
wild.
thing with Jalen Hurts is like he looked like he did what he needed to do to win, and he didn't turn the ball over, and he just made smart decision making, which is what he needed to do to win that game because their defense was just dominating the Giants so hard. But I don't know if I saw MVP earlier in the season Hurts yet. I think it was
Oh
more of
yeah,
a
definitely not.
so
But like we said, they totally were way better than the Giants.
yeah,
Not close,
not at all.
and they steamrolled them. They
Yeah,
really did. 38-7. All the weapons for the Eagles showed out. Like I said, they had 266 yards on the ground,
yeah.
which is
It was
like crazy.
it was 28-0 at halftime. It was not looking good.
Yeah, they ended up winning 38-7, and yeah, like we said, Giants just didn't look like they deserved to be there.
Mm-mm. But then next up, we got the Bengals at the Bills. This is the reason that me and Casey both took the Bengals, and honestly, like that score, that's how much I think the Bengals are more consistent than the Bills right now, and I think it was a perfect showcase of that.
Yeah, Josh Allen may have more talent than Joe Burrow overall, but Joe Burrow is way more consistent and way
Yeah,
more calm under pressure, it seems like. So,
yeah.
and in the
Bengals team
playoffs, that
was
matters more than talent.
Bengals team was hot, man.
Yeah, Bengals are hot, bro. They
Their
have a
problem.
hundred yard rusher, and then receivers showing out, threw for 242 yards. So I mean, yeah, they're nasty.
Yep.
Their
Their
defense held the Bills to only 10 points,
yeah, I
and
was
maybe
gonna
that's
say
the Bills being a turd, but
their defense has
also you got to give
been
credit. Yeah, their defense has been really good.
it's been playing really well. And then I know after the game, I think I saw something that Stephon Diggs like took all his stuff and stormed out of the locker room and stuff. So he is not happy with that team right now with how they performed.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
also a
saw
fun game to watch with the snow.
one of his quotes was like, "What am I supposed to say?
Yeah,
Or what am I supposed to do? Be happy we lost?"
yeah, be happy about our underperformance. Um, but yeah, if people didn't watch this game, it was a fun one to watch mainly because of the snow for me. You rarely get to see games like that.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, it snowed at my work today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's what's
that's
up.
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it didn't like stick on the ground, but
Enough to see
for
it. For
for like an
us,
hour,
that's a
yeah,
lot for what we're
the kids
used
were
to.
going. Yeah, the kids were going crazy.
We're used to
Obviously.
literally none. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been super cold, but
it
that's
has.
besides the point, I guess.
Yuma's been getting a cold wave too. Um, but yeah, so the Bengals demolished the Bills. Bengals, I think, are the hottest team in the NFL right now, aside from the 49ers right now. Uh, Next up, speaking of the Niners, we have the Cowboys at the Niners. Whew, I watched this game from start to finish, man, and it was a slugfest, man.
This is the first week for me that the intense sport fandom anxiety has settled in this whole year, which
Yeah,
has been pretty nice. I wasn't worried last week. I really wasn't.
yeah, neither was
Like,
I. But this
uh,
week I was a little worried. I was like, after Dak had that monster performance, I was like, let's see how it goes. But he did not.
yeah, no, he didn't. The coaching was terrible, and Dak didn't do that great. So Cowboys fans, that's what they're complaining about. Those two
Yeah,
things.
and
CD
Tony,
did amazing.
big thing that came from this game. Tony Pollard broke his leg.
Hmm.
Straight up broke his leg. So that's really big and bad for the Cowboys because their number two running back is basically a number 3 or 4 now. Elliott, he's completely washed up. That guy is not. He shouldn't even be a second string running back anymore, in my opinion. After watching
Yeah,
him,
all he's good for is getting you a yard, like
yeah,
on 3rd and 1.
yeah.
That's about it.
But
Seems like Tony Pollard was definitely the top running back, even though everybody still says
yeah,
Zeke is.
yeah. 10
But
carries
CD,
for 26 yards.
yeah, yeah, CD looked like a number 1,
Yeah,
which he
he
has
did.
been too.
He's
There was a
been.
little bit of worry earlier in the season, I think, from people, and last
Yeah,
season that he might not be that, but he popped off.
I thought
You
he played
can
well.
you can do that against the Niners. You can have really good receiving days.
Hmm.
They just don't let you score that much. That's the thing. You can put up yards in the passing game against the Niners. They just don't let you score. Um, and for we just have so many weapons, bro. So
That's
many
the thing
weapons.
is
George
our.
Kittle was the big guy this
It
time.
was a big defensive slugfest. That's literally what this entire game was, and our defense swung harder. Basically, is what happened. 2 picks,
Yep, they got 2 picks.
1 fumble, I think. But I think they recovered it
Mm,
after, though.
yeah.
But
They didn't get any
no, they didn't
no
get any
turnovers.
turnovers. No. Wait, no,
Yeah.
they had one
So.
turnover when Ray McLeod fumbled the punt return.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but we still held them to 3 points. Just throw that
Hmm.
out there. But yeah,
And
our
they went
defense.
with the kicker that shit the bed for the Cowboys last week, and he missed another PAT, which I thought was interesting. That they
Yeah,
usually kickers get absolutely no chance; they
yeah.
just get thrown away. So I was surprised.
It
Maybe
was
they didn't
it
have
was
another option.
it was blocked, but when it showed the trajectory, it was gonna miss anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was a very sloppy slugfest defense game, as everyone kind of. I think a lot of people expected. A lot of the experts, at least that I was seeing, expected it to be a defensive dominated game, which is exactly what it was. Our offense, I think, is a little better because they were able to put after that one interception, we were able to put together a drive to get a touchdown in that fourth quarter. So
Yeah. We only got
Purdy
one.
Purdy didn't shine. Purdy didn't outplay or go crazy. I mean, he outplayed Dak Prescott
Yep.
because
And everybody's been waiting for him to turn
yeah,
into a pumpkin, but
he's
nope,
not.
he's still good. So
Like
all he's got
what?
to do is string it together for 2 more.
Yeah, like one of the things I saw when I was reading about the results of the game was they were saying how Brock Purdy outplayed Dak Prescott in a sense of when you have a defensive dominated game where both defenses are playing at a super high level, your job as a quarterback is to not turn the ball over and just not make mistakes. And Purdy did that, and Dak Prescott did not. So
And just to clarify, we picked all 4 winners, right?
yeah, we did.
I think we were both 4 for 4.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I actually bet on that. I took
Yeah.
I took the things I bet, or I was decided, and I just bet the 4 winners straight up and
Yeah.
won that too. So that was nice.
All right.
Little shmoney.
Yeah. Also, we gotta talk about this George Kittle's bobble catch, dude. Oh my god,
Yeah, it was
that
crazy.
was nuts. He's the reason that
And
we got that touchdown. He just fired the offense up with that.
and just the fact that he like avoided getting blown up too, because he was
Uh,
about to get smoked.
he's good, man. He's different. He's built
Yeah,
different.
yeah, he's pretty cute too, I'd say. So
Yeah. But yeah, so 49ers knocked the Cowboys out. You're welcome, everybody.
yeah, everybody who's not a
Yeah.
Cowboys fan. There's a student of mine that claimed he was a Cowboys fan, and then I was like, okay, who do you want to win the conference championship? And he was like, oh, the Eagles. I was like, okay, you're not a Cowboys fan.
Yeah,
then, I
you would
guess.
not say the Eagles if you're a Cowboys fan.
I guess they, like, maybe if they were from like my dad's era, because the Niners Cowboys was like the
Yeah.
biggest rivalry of the '90s and stuff like that. But a kid, no, you should hate the Eagles, but
Yeah,
whatever.
especially right now. That rivalry has been Eagles Cowboys is a big rivalry right now. Both teams are
Busted.
good.
All right, let's do the conference championship games.
Yes, sir. Both of them are on Sunday, with the first one being the 49ers at the Eagles.
Yep, NFC championship game. Two best teams in the NFC, without a doubt.
And honestly, that's what me and you have been saying this entire year, is that the Eagles and the 49ers are the two best teams in the NFC, and it comes down to them two in the championship. So
Yeah, I would say it's that way for NFC and AFC.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bills at some point had a claim as the second best AFC team, but at the end of the season, Bengals, Chiefs
Yeah.
were the best, and
Yeah.
they're the best right now too, and they're in it. 49ers Eagles. So let's be honest. Quarterback, we're gonna have to give Jalen Hurts the nod
Yeah.
over Brock Purdy.
yes, sir.
Wide receivers. This is really close. Eagles have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. And we have Debo and Ayuk.
And
I'd
Kittle.
say Debo and AJ Brown are. We'll get to tight end because
Oh, you want
Eagles
to
have
separate
an
that?
alright one.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's nothing compared to Kittle's, but we'll get there.
No. Yeah. AJ Brown and Debo, I'd say, are super similar. Came out of the same draft
Yeah.
and have been doing really well. And then Ayuk and Devontae, I'd say slight edge to Devontae, I guess. So
I
I
think
think you
it
disagree with
depends.
that?
I think it depends on the IUs that you get that day.
well, and since we have to say that, I'm gonna say Devontae.
Yeah, I would say Devontae's a little more consistent. So I would give that to Devontae, but I'd say Debo and
So
Brown equal out.
tiny edge to Eagles on wide receivers 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Tight end, we have Kittle. They have Goddard. Goddard's pretty good, but Kittle is a beast. So
Yeah, it's
running backs, we have Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell, and they have Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell. Who Miles Sanders has been super good this season. Everybody. So
yeah, he has.
it's probably not as big of a gap as you think it is, but Christian McCaffrey is
Yeah.
by far the best player there.
Christian
So.
McCaffrey. You can't let choose against Christian McCaffrey. So then I would say
Yep, and then
on
offensive line, probably them.
I mean, we have Juice as well. Offensive line,
Yeah, that's a little X
I would say
factor,
overall, I don't know. I feel like both offensive lines are really good, though. That's the thing. Like I think the Eagles might get the slight edge, but that's not saying anything bad about the Niners either.
Yeah,
So
I would say slight edge, and then
Yeah.
defense us.
yeah, defense us.
But
Not
Eagles'
saying Eagles
defense
got
is good, too.
Eagles got a very good defense, but obviously the Niners are the number one defense. So if you want to talk statistically, the Niners just have a better defense.
So I would say we get.
I think we have the best front seven.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's going to play a big factor in this game because Hurts has been very average when playing against the pass rush this season. So that's what I'm hoping for.
And as long as we stay disciplined, we have the speed to match up with Hurts when he tries to run too.
Yep.
Like we're not one of those teams that he's going to get away from. Our linebackers are crazy fast,
Fred Warner will come at him
so they should be able to track him
like a
down.
missile, like he usually does.
Mhm.
And we got Jimmy Ward there too.
Yeah, guys, I'm picking the Niners, but it's super close.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be like, oh dang, if we lost, but I'm not gonna be like we should have won.
Yeah.
Like
At
this point,
I honestly think I realistically think that both of the NFC teams can beat both of the AFC teams, and that's with me saying the Bengals have been super hot. I think I really think that they could just win. Either of these teams can win the Super Bowl. Like both teams are just that good. But with that being said, I'm going to go with the 49ers. And I know I've said this early on in the season last year too. Um, well, we started towards the end of the season last year, but Eagles has always been like my second kind of go-to team in the NFL when the Niners are doing bad. But obviously, I have to go with the Niners. So when it comes down to them too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, but yeah, we're both taking the Niners over the Eagles. But
Yeah, I'm checking
again,
the betting lines real quick. I know the Eagles are favored. They're
yeah,
favored by 2.5 points, so they're
that's
getting
a
a
super
little.
small margin.
You're getting almost a field goal, which is usually
Yeah.
what home field does, is around 2.5, 3 points. So
Yeah. So this is it's gonna be
they're
a
saying it's
dogfight.
pretty much straight up game, but Eagles getting the nudge because it's at home.
Yeah.
So it should be awesome to watch.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a dogfight.
Yeah, and
So
then our next game, the AFC Championship game, is the Bengals at the Chiefs.
and I'm taking the Bengals purely off of the fact that the Bengals have had the Chiefs number, and on top of that, Patrick Mahomes. I know he's gonna play, but he is hurt, and people have to keep that in mind with how he does play.
Yeah, this was the AFC Championship game last year,
Yeah.
and Bengals won. And then they met again this season. Bengals won. So, yeah, Bengals have their number, and Patrick Mahomes is hurt. And what are the Chiefs without Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Bengals, like we've said, have been crazy hot too. It's not like the
Yeah.
Chiefs have been bad or anything. They're a super good team, but
Bengals pass
Bengals.
rush has also been super hot, which I think is going to be a big problem if Mahomes keeps getting hit or touched or tripped up.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm going Bengals. I think they're the hotter team, and I think the only thing that could beat them is a fully healthy Patrick Mahomes.
So Mikey and I are going Niners, Bengals in the Super Bowl, and I actually already bet that too. I put ten
Did you?
dollars down that
Very
both those
nice.
teams were gonna win,
Okay.
just because I don't know. That's just the way I feel,
Yeah.
and you get pretty good odds when you parlay those two together because the Niners are and the Bengals both are underdogs right now. So
Hmm.
betting wise, so.
That's purely because of the home field advantage.
Hmm.
What's the difference on the Bengals Chiefs? What's the
Yeah, let me look at that. It's really close. It's 1.5 point. Actually, no, the Bengals are favored now.
oh,
It's
really?
totally flipped. Yeah, the Bengals are
Oh,
favored by 1.5.
I'm actually curious. Let me see if some news came out about his injury that I haven't seen. Uh, 6 hours ago, they said that he is doing quote unquote okay. I have a feeling that had something to do with it.
Yeah, maybe. Because I think it was 1.5 the other way. So, but who knows?
Yeah.
It's all super close, is what we're trying to tell you. So
Yep.
you guys should be in for, and we should be in for some great games. And
Yep.
I'm gonna try and watch all of it. I watched 3 of the 4 games this week. I didn't catch the Bengals Bills actually because of church and stuff like that. But
I didn't watch the Eagles Giants, which I'm happy I
uh,
didn't.
yeah, I had friends over for that, and I kind of stopped watching it at halftime. If I'm being totally honest with you, but
Yeah.
um,
But yeah,
yeah,
that's football.
that's football,
That's
and
football.
we gonna open some football packs.
Some packy packs.
Yeah, so let's switch cameras, I guess.
Yes, sir.
What's wrong with this thing? There we go. I've been listing a lot of my stuff, and I've done pretty good on the playoff bet. So I've been trying
Have
to
you?
sell people before they get knocked out, and I don't really have any Chiefs to sell since I think they're getting knocked out this round. But I have Hertz cards and Devontae cards, and I just listed them right before we went on air. So
Okay.
yeah, and then my Bengals cards I actually already sold because I didn't think they were going to beat the Bills, so that was a mistake. But the Bills went straight turd. So actually, I thought the game was just gonna be super close, so I just didn't want to take the risk. Is really where it was.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. So I probably could have made some more money if I would have held on to them or whatever, but I didn't. So
It's not the end of the world.
not the end of the world. There, there. Raise it a little bit.
Yeah, as I raise it a little bit. Yeah.
Virgil's Zero Sugar Cola. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna open some packs now. We
Yes, sir.
have 2 cello packs and 1 blaster from 3 of the like premier products. You got Mosaic, Prizm, and Select, all from 2021. And it's pretty convenient because the blaster runs about 35, and each of these cello packs runs about 18. So they're very comparable, these two versus this one, price wise. And you just get a nice little overview of the main stuff that people go after in football. So we're gonna start with Mosaic first. Mikey and I were laughing about the fact of who is on 2021 Mosaic.
Let Russ cook.
Yeah. In Mosaic, you get those pink camos in the little bonus pack on the back. So you get 12 base cards in the main pack, and then your little bonus pack.
Let's see what we get. Oh, I just realized I had that thing on the double cam still. But got it before we open them cards, boy. Oh, Casey, hold on if you can hear me. We lost Casey, guys. Let me see what's going on with him there. Give him a ring here, guys. We lost Casey, David. I don't know what happened. He just like disconnected, and we're not sure why. So we're trying to get him back. Trying to get him back. Basically, I'm talking to him on the phone right now. I'll be right back, guys. Go check on something real quick. Casey's still trying to figure it out. I apologize for the interruption, but we will hopefully be right back. We're still working on it, guys. Tried logging out and seeing if that's going to help anything.